Today we're going to be doing a French braid on one side and bringing it back into a half-up style. The easiest way to kind of do this style is to clip the hair that you're not going to be including in the braid out of your face. I'm going to leave my bangs down, so I'm going to section those off and kind of keep those separated from the braid. If you don't have bangs, just go ahead and include that whole front section if you want to. So I'm going to be doing the braid on the opposite of the side that I part on. So I part on my left, so my braid's going to go on the right. You can, of course, flip that if you want to. And we're going to start by just grabbing a section up here, dividing it into 3, starting the braid. If you have thinner hair than I do, make sure you do a pretty thick braid, so your braid might be shorter than mine. And if you have thicker hair than I do, or about the same thickness, you can do a braid about the same size, or even smaller. You want to be able to see that there's a braid in there, but not a little tiny braid going all the way back. Okay, so we're just going to go about to here, which is roughly an inch or so above where the top of my ear is. But we're going to continue braiding all the way down, which will help us keep that braid in the braided position when we pull it back to the half-up style. So I would go to about here and just slip a little bobby pin in it to keep it braided. Now you can let down those clips. Oh, my braid's coming loose here. Okay. So now what we're going to do is kind of position this braid, bring it around to the back, and I'm going to lift up a little bit of this hair to kind of go right underneath it. So let me look at that from the front. Okay, so that's where we're at from the front. And all you do is slip a bobby pin or 2 going vertically, so it holds that in place. My hair normally holds pretty well with 1 pin. Let me give that a good check. And then, once you have that center bobby pin pinned, you can let go of that one since the braid isn't going to go anywhere. And then on this side, we're going to do the same kind of just loosely grabbing that top layer of hair and bringing it all the way over to cover that vertical pin that we just put in. So that's where my pin is. We're going to go right over it. And put 1 pin in vertically, and then another one for security. Okay, here's where you can kind of loosen that up if you'd like to, sort of even it out a little bit. If you're flat right in this section, which is kind of easy to happen since you've got that braid going forward, just put your fingers in there and kind of lift that up a little bit, so it's balanced from the back. You can see how that balanced it better. We'll spray that section down a little bit. And around the front, you can get a little hairspray and lift up at the root so you have some lift on top. We all know I'm all about some extra lift in the front. And you want it to be kind of an undone, messier style since you've got the braid in there and that's very trendy, so you don't want it to be perfectly polished. So here's a little French braided half up. I hope you enjoy it. Comment with any questions or visit my frequently asked questions page on my blog.